Hey, this is Ida with Maeart Creative, where we want to inspire, inform, and encourage you to create your next masterpiece. In today's video, we're going to be talking about 5 dislikes I have with Affinity Designer. Number 1, not being able to warp type. Warping type is a tool that I used a ton in Adobe Illustrator. I've seen some people find workarounds by manually adjusting their type to look warped in Affinity Designer, but I feel like it's something that should be included as a main feature in this program. Number 2, not being able to adjust the canvas freehand. Alright, so this is a very small dislike I have with this program, but it's extremely irritating to me. I don't like that you can't adjust your canvas size freehand. The only way I've been able to find to adjust the canvas size is to go to Document Setup and to type in new dimensions, which works, but it doesn't give you the ability to see the canvas size being scaled up and down. Number 3, the way the program uses masks. Masks are a great tool to have and use. Affinity Designer does include masks, but the way it functioned was very different than anything I had used before. Now, if this is your first time using masks, you may not have an issue with the interface. But for me, coming from Adobe Photoshop, the way that they use masks was a bit odd and took some time getting used to. This was not a deal breaker for me, but was definitely an adjustment. What are some issues that you have had with using Affinity Design? Were your dislikes on this list? If not, list them below in the comment section. I would love to see what you all are struggling with. Number 4, not being able to image trace. Again, coming from Adobe Illustrator, this was a tool I used a lot. Image Trace is a great tool and can really speed up your workflow. I've searched for ways to image trace in Affinity Designer, and I have yet to find anything. I know there are other third-party programs that you can use like Inkscape, but when I'm up against a deadline, I don't want to have to go back and forth between programs. Number 5, crashing regularly. I don't know if I'm the only person having this issue, but with my iPad version of Affinity Designer, it crashes a lot. Enough to where it slows down my workflow and it's just overall irritating. I've worked on very complex illustrations and very simple vector illustrations, and I've had the same issues. Here's a tip for you guys that you may already know, but if you're working with a keyboard on your iPad, if you press Command Save, it will save your work just the same as if you were on a desktop computer. I recommend this as I have been working before and hadn't pressed Command Save. I know, rookie mistake, and have lost all my progress up to a certain point. Trust me, save yourself some time and a headache by just saving your work as you're going. Don't trust that the autosave will save you up to your most current changes. Alright, so let's run through my 5 dislikes with Affinity Designer. Number 1, not being able to warp type. Number 2, not being able to adjust canvas freehand. Number 3, the way the program uses masks. Number 4, not being able to image trace. Number 5, crashing regularly on the iPad. All in all, I would still recommend this app to anyone who's an artist or a designer. It's truly a great program. And when you look up the subscription model that Adobe has adopted in recent times, this program is a no-brainer. This isn't a sponsored video, but I would recommend this app to anyone who's a creative. I have recommended this program to every creative I know, but I know that a lot of people are so used to using Adobe Illustrator that they don't even consider using another program. I'll be doing a comparison video of similarities and differences in Adobe Illustrator and Affinity Designer soon. If you think Affinity Designer can be a useful tool for you, go download it. I'm not sure if it's still going on, but I was able to get my Affinity Designer program half off. I'll leave a link to the Affinity site in the description below. I'm not paid by Sarah to do this video, but I am currently using the Affinity suite, and I wanted to give you guys some information if you were on the fence about purchasing these programs. If this video brought value to you, hit that like and subscribe button or check out one of our other videos. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.